Run, damn it, run! Move your ass! Shit, look out! Here's a little something to perk you up.
You okay? Grab on!
Now, go!
Not done with this yet.
Yeah, I hear you. Let's blow the bitch out of the sky. Oh, you in trouble now. What the hell? Oh, you gotta be shitting me.
Don't get caught in the open.
You're up.
My turn. Keep it together.
Okay, let's go. Finish him off. This'll help.
Calling lightning.
I won't. Back off. Watch
Is that
yourself.
all?
Hang back.
Why now? Shit hurts, don't it? We win again. Not that there was ever any doubt.